Hey, what's up guys? Khan here from Rideshare Tips. So in today's video, I'm gonna go through my weekly pay stubs for you guys and show you how much I actually make as a part-time Uber driver. There's guys out there that'll tell you can make $35 an hour doing this, and that's not the case. I'm gonna show you my weekly pay stubs to show you how much you can also be making realistically driving for Uber. Let's do it. So here's a pay stub from a couple weeks ago. This was one of my better weeks, to be honest. It was $708 I made that week, and I drove 34 hours that week. Now I usually don't drive this many hours a week. I'll drive anywhere from maybe 25 to 30 max a week because I do other things on the side. I just do this as a part-time gig, but this particular week I did it full-time, as you can see. So I made $708 in 34 hours, which equates to roughly $21 an hour. I made $220 in in boost earnings and $56 in surge, and a total of 75 trips. So that was a pretty good week for me. Another good week I had, let's see here. $819. This was a really good week for me. As you can see, $186 in one day, $121. 67 on a Thursday, 146. I usually set out, when I go out to drive, I'll set out to do $100 before I call it quits. So this week I actually stuck through with it. This day I got lazy, I guess. But let's see, $819, that was with 77 trips, 35 hours about I drove, and that is about $23 an hour. Let's take a look at one of the days here. So on this Saturday, I find Friday and Saturdays are the most profitable times to drive. I did 17 trips in one day, $186. Plus you gotta keep in mind that you have to pay for gas on your own. So I have a Toyota Prius, pretty good gas mileage I get. I spend about $40 to $50 a week on gas, which isn't too bad. So there we have that pay stub. And then here's another good week I had, $722. Here on a Sunday, I made $200 off of one trip. That was, I think I remember this one. This was a really good one from LA down to San Diego. That was with an earnings boost for an additional $111. So it's not bad, not bad. I think it was total, the whole thing there and back took me about 4 hours. So that equates to $50 an hour that day. And the whole week, 41 trips with about, I'll round it up to 22 hours, which is about $34 a week. So as you can tell, that trip to San Diego really boosted up my earnings per hour. And now I'll show you some of my part-time weeks here. I made $478 a couple of weeks ago from driving 28 hours and 18 minutes. 52 trips. So Uber gave me $25 promotion here. I think this was if I did a certain amount of rides that week, they give you a $25 bonus. Obviously I hit it. So this is about $17 an hour, which is, I'd say this is about average for me. Since I'm a part-time driver only, let's click on a day. 4 hours I worked that day. This day, let's do this one. I worked about 5 hours this day. Monday was my best day for that week. Let's see here. 6 hours and 30 minutes I worked that day. Here's a week where I only worked for 3 days and I made almost $300. Let's see, on the Monday, $100. Tuesday, $127, and Thursday, $68. So I did a total of about 12 hours that week. Made roughly $300 with 26 trips, and that is about $25 an hour. So it's not bad. It's really not too bad depending on what times you choose to drive. Here's one I did. This was last week. Made almost $250. Again, only part-time that week. With 13 hours I drove, which equates to $19 an hour. Again, you have to subtract gas from that. But overall, it's not too bad, as you can see. And if you guys are looking at these earnings boosts, if you're confused about what the boost is, let me just show you what it is here. So you have these certain zones here where, as you can tell, if you drive from certain times in that zone, you get an additional For example, 1.5 on every trip you take. So if you drive anywhere in this zone, you get an additional whatever the promotion is at the time on every ride. So it's not too bad. And if you do decide to do this full time, as you saw earlier, you can make anywhere from $8 to $1,000. My personal best, I made $1,200 in 1 week, but that week I really busted my butt. I made, I think I made about $1,200 and I drove for 60 hours that week. So if you really want to hustle, you can make good money, but you will be doing a lot of damage to your car. Here's one where I made almost $900. Made nearly $300 in one day. That wasn't too bad, I'd say, in only 7 hours. Look at that, made an additional $379 in earnings boost that week. And I only worked 35 hours. Made nearly $900 working 35 hours. So you're gonna have good weeks and bad weeks, and you'll learn that from firsthand experience. So you can also make extra money by referring other drivers and passengers, which is another good side hustle. There you have it, guys. There's a realistic look at how much you can actually be making. So there you have it, guys. Now that you've seen my actual pay stubs, go out there and give it a shot yourself. I mean, as you can see, there's money to be made out there. You just gotta be smart about it. You gotta figure out the best times to drive, and you gotta hustle. And if you haven't yet signed up to become a Lyft or an Uber driver, I have some referral codes in the description below. Matter of fact, I'll put them right here too for you guys. Sign up using those and you'll get a sign-on bonus when you do. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next on this channel. I do videos on Lyft and Uber and how to make more buck for your bang. So until next time, guys, drive safe. I'll see you guys out there on the road.